Okay, so this is Hungry Cat Picross. The first thing I want to change my kitty. Change my background. No fishies. Let's do bonus level. Oh, I already did all these. Okay. Come on. I touch you. Alright. Puzzle 521. Alright, so this isn't the same as the usual Picrosses. You only get 4 clues per row and 4 clues per column max. It doesn't let you know about spaces, it just tells you of the 4 colors, how many of each color is in each line. And then you'll notice some of them have circles around them. Those are consecutive. So if it's 3 green consecutives on the first top row, I know that I'm going to have 3 next to each other, but the blues are not consecutive, which means there's going to have to be a blue on each end, because if the greens were on one of the ends, then all of the blues would be together, and that would be circled. So there's my first clue there. Same thing with the first column. 2s are in the center somewhere, 13s are on the outside. This only works if there's only 2 clues. If there's 4 or 3, you don't know exactly where they're going to be. Now, the easiest ones are when all 10 are the same, but I don't have any of that on this one. So we're going to go down to the bottom, and I've got a blue in the corner, so I know that the 8 blues are on this side definitely, because they've got a touch, which leaves the last 2 as red. Now, when the stars pop up, you can earn coins, so I'm going to make a guess and put blue, since those are the most for the top column. Sometimes when you get that box, you know what it's going to be. Like, usually if I have all 10 of the same color, I leave that empty, so that when the stars pop up, I can go ahead and take advantage of knowing for a fact what it is. So we'll go ahead and do that. Now, I have 10 columns, so the 6 green right there, I know for a fact that these 2 are going to end up being green, because if I started from here, it would go this far. If I started from the left, it would go to the right. Now that I've added the blues, instead of it being 10 columns, it's 8, so I know I can do 4 in that space. The 5s I can't do anything with. The 6 down here at the second to last, I can do. Now see that X'd out all my blues? So I know there'll be no more blues in this column. Oops, touching things. My bad. Now for the green 3s, I know they're not going to be on either end because I don't have greens on either end. So for right there, I'm going to go ahead and look up at my columns as well and realize that I have blue and orange in column 1 and green, red, and blue. So the only common color is blue. So I know that's going to go there. Alright. Now I can do 3 greens and then a red, or a red and then 3 greens, but if you look up at the top, you'll notice there's no way to know which ones, oh no, there's no green on the very last one, so I can go ahead, oops, gotta change my color first. and put the greens there because there's no green there. I'll go ahead and do the red. Now, 3 is consecutive, so I can go ahead and finish that. There's no peach above that, so I'm going to go ahead and fill those in blue. There's no peach in these, so I'm going to fill that. So I know the 2 consecutive peaches will be here or here. You can't see me pointing. In one of those spots on the right column. Now on the left column, there's no peach there, there's no peach there, so we know that 2 is going to be in one of those. Again, I'm going to guess blue. This time I was wrong, so I'm going to delete that. If there's only 2 colors possible for a square and I'm wrong, then I can delete it and put the other one. So even if I don't make coins, sometimes that's helpful. Because it won't tell you if something's wrong unless you do like that and put the wrong color in on a spot. Then it'll warn you, hey, there's no blue here. So we'll delete that. Right there, I know that they can't be green. Right there, I know that they can't be green. Also, for the 1 versus 9, I could have gone ahead and done the orange, because if the green one was in the far end, then the 9 would be circled, and it's not. I can go ahead and do that. I don't know if the orange is going to be here or here, so I'm not going to touch that yet. I know that orange is going to be there. So now I can finish these as all blue. Then I like to check to see if there's any consecutives. So we go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and guess red for this one. And I'm wrong. So since I guessed wrong for that one, I know that none of the consecutive 5s can be to the right of that either. So I know all of that has to be red. And this one has to be the green because there's no blue. So I can finish that. Alright. Consecutive red right there, which means that's right there. Alright. Has to be blue. Blue, no. For the second column, I can look at, there's 2 consecutive peaches, right? I don't know if it's the one above or the one below, but I do know it's not any of these. Which then takes me to this one with the 4 greens. And that's blank spaces 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it'll have to go to at least there. Alright, so for the 6th column from the left, I have 3 consecutive peaches. This top 3 pieces can't be it because there's no peaches in the rows. This bottom is the same, there's no peaches, so I can't do those. So that means in these 5 spaces here where there are peach, that there's going to be 3 of these filled. So I can go ahead and put that peach right there, because it's definitely going to be covered no matter which end it's on. And then if I count from the right of blank spaces, I've got 1, 2, 3. The 4th one's colored in, so I know this one's going to be 5. Same from the left side. So now I can fill those in. Then on the 8th column from the left, 3rd column from the right, there's 5 consecutive greens. I have 2 greens in place, so I know the ones in between it are all green. Then if you look at the bottom, there's no red right there, so I can do the green, which means the rest of these are going to be red. Dun, dun, dun. Alright. 4. Alright, so peach. Again, on the 4th column from the left, there's 4 consecutive. I only got 1 blank space big enough, so I know the middle 3 are going to be peach. Dun, dun. Ta-da. We know that one's going to be peach because there's no green, which means the one below it or above it's going to be peach. We're going to have to go with the one below it because there's no red or blue in that row, which leaves one red and two blues. So we can go ahead and put blues where there's no column of blues in the rows, and then we know that's going to be green, so that'll be blue. We know second from the right, the top two blank can't be green because there's not enough spaces for three consecutives. We know it can't be peach because there's no peach in the left rows, so those have to be blue, which now makes that the center space for the three greens, and the same goes for the one below it, even though there's an extra space because there's no green in that space. So that's either red or blue. Right, the farthest one to the right is either red or blue. I don't know which one it is yet. And then we're going to come down and we're going to look at row 5. We're going to look at peach for a second. I know I have 3 consecutive peaches, and there's 7 spaces, but only 5 of those spaces have peach available in the columns. So we're going to go ahead and do the center, which leaves us 3 spaces of red that the 2 could be in. So the center one for that's going to be red, which means I can now bounce back over and do a second peach for the center of that space. And now I know to the right of the red or the left of the red is going to be another red, but this last box over here has to be blue because it won't reach either of the other consecutives. Goody. We can go ahead up at the top. These 2 columns don't have any blue in them, so I can make that green. Go ahead and make that blue. Alright, now third column from the left, I have a consecutive 2 greens, so I know that first blank can't be green. It could in theory be red, except for the 4th column doesn't have any red, which means it's not green or red, so it's got to be blue. So we go ahead and add that one. Now we know the one to the right of that, that's blank, can't be red, so all we have left is green, which makes us have a start and an end. We can do that, and then come do that, which makes the rest of this blue. We can come do our consecutive there, there, which makes the rest of these green, which makes these green. This one has to be blue and green. Now, this column here with the 5 peach and the 5 blue towards the center of this row, we know that this empty space on the right side cannot be peach because it's not consecutive, so we're going to do blue. And if you look up at the column, you'll notice that the 2 peaches are consecutive, so that can't be. So ta-ta. Now if you look at the green, that's the only possibility there. Oh no, wait, my bad. I'm going to do that, then that, which leaves us with this. Now we know these 2 in the center right here, on the 6th row down, cannot be both red because the red is not circled in that row. So that means one of the reds is going to have to be outside that space. And I don't know which one is going to be red or peach on the inside yet. So, oh no, wait, I do because of the column right there having consecutives. So we'll go ahead and do that. Which means this and this can be done. That can be done. There's only one blue left, and ta-da! Congratulations. There weren't a whole lot of coins in that one. Sorry. Got a couple more seconds. Fast forward and next. And you see, I didn't get many stars because it took me so long, because I was talking it through instead of just going ahead and doing it. Not that I always get 3 stars, but usually. Neverland Inhabitant, these are never named exactly, they're always like silly things. So obviously that's Peter Pan. And that's the gist of this game. I don't know how to use the question mark on it yet, or the magic brush yet, because I haven't hit the stage where I've gotten to a hard puzzle and have needed it, so I'm doing that. And then, remember how I did the cat? If you go home, ta-da, there's a shop, and every Tuesday I have new cats and bows and stuff, but because sometimes you get these things for free when you open your chests, which you earn at the end of big puzzles or periodically through the other levels, or for watching a video every 3 hours, like an ad. I try not to buy any of these until Monday, because that way, like for instance, this green alien cat right here, Star Cat it's called, costs 1,500 coins, and even if I had the 1,500 coins, if I don't buy them and then I wait and I get gifted it, when it gets gifted to me, it gives me a small amount of coins since I already have the item, instead of giving me the item, and it'll only give me like 200 or something coins, so I'd end up losing out money. So I don't buy anything until Monday. So I need to rack up my coins because I do really, really want to check out all these cool things. Like I'm a collector. I gotta collect everything. So get to get my little top hat at some point and my little macaroon theme. But alright, that's my new absolute favorite game. You can see I'm already up to level 40. I play it too much. I like to do my pop-out window on the YouTube app and watch YouTube crap while puzzling. But I'm going to stop talking now. Thanks for joining me on this visit.